Welcome back, everybody, to the Colorado Rockies franchise. Thank you for all the support. The first two episodes have been fantastic. As we continue on here in a big day today, as Chase Dollander, top prospect in this organization, will make his major league debut. We just saw him last time in AAA, but this rotation is awful in the big league, so might as well put him in there, see what he has. And let's get back into scouting. Geronimo Franco, you can see right now at 55%. He has dropped in our draft rank. So I think we probably continue on just to see. I mean, obviously he wouldn't be there in the first round. Craig Flutie, I know a member said Doug Flutie's, Doug Flutie, but I know it's a different spelling, obviously. But he's around the same at 85%. He could be up to an A potential, could be a C. Man, it's such a, differential. Has really good power, good speed and stealing right there. And then you got Rick Bergeron. Probably going to be a B potential. But this is more like a second round pick. Obviously we have to obviously scout later on. We can't just scout all the top guys. So that's more of a second round pick. But he looks solid. He definitely looks solid. Could be a possible pick if he's there. I'm thinking of keeping on Franco just to do my due diligence just to see. Because at 90, but maybe just cancel out. Let's just cancel it out. I don't think he's going to hit 90. If our rankings dropping a little bit, my guess is more than likely he's not going to be in that 90s. I'm going to be more near the 67. So let's keep on with scouting. Madrano is still sitting there. Do we just... I mean, we're going to have to. There's a possibility he could be gone. He could drop. Who knows? We'll see. But we have to make sure we scout him just to make sure. But he could be gone like first pick. Let's go out probably to maybe something in the outfield or just take a look at all of them. Everybody. Still just trying to make sure I have... Somebody's got it to take for the number 4 overall pick, because right now I have no idea. Like Luis Tejada, 75 to 99 possible potential, 20 years old. He is 6'4", good prototypical size, decent. I think we take a look at Luis Tejada just to see, because he could definitely pop up. And obviously now I think we're going to look probably at a position player. You got Danny Callaway right now, who says number 9 could be high potential, obviously, as well as only 18 out of high school. Really good contact, vision, and discipline are very good. Solid arm strength, possible. Mariano Garcia, only 18. I've noticed a lot of these guys. Why are so many guys like 5'6" and 5'7"? It's so weird. You rarely see guys that are like at least 6 foot. I don't know. It's very strange to me. Seeing so many guys that are just very, very short. I don't know. It's just very strange how they just don't put a lot of height in this game. Interesting. There we go. There's one guy, 6'5", but he's a first baseman. I feel like, you get the outfields, middle infield guys, which usually isn't like, you don't want to, usually Cal Ripkins of the worlds and stuff like that, 6'4", even a Troy Tulowitzki back in the Rockies that are taller, usually don't happen as often. But at least maybe 6 foot is crazy to see. But Chase Dollander making his major league debut here today against the Detroit Tigers. You can see what he did in AAA this year leading up to this. 5 starts, 1-0, and 20 Ks and 28. The walk's a little high, but we'll see how this works out as we take on this Tigers team. And here comes Javier Baez to lead it off. And there you go. His first major league pitch, a slider for a strike. And a chance for his first strikeout here. 0-2 to Baez. Pops him up. Jordan Beck racing over underneath of it. And there you go. There's out number 1. We'll see what kind of start he has. Obviously, for me, I don't know if he could do any worse than our rotation has been. Looks like Kerry Carpenter hitting well, but Spencer Torkelson, he's heating up. 3 for his last 38, 212 average. But we're still early in the season. As I said, it's usually a month and a half before you really get into, stride a little bit. 0-2 once again, this time to Ibanez. And there you go, swing and a miss on triple digits. His first career strikeout. Usually does not throw in triple digits, but man, I mean, you're ramped up, you're ready to go. And now 2 away here to Kerry Carpenter. He'll take the strikeout side. Looks like 0 for 4 last time with 3 Ks. Let's see if we can add another one here. 0-2. And he'll pop him up. Tovar will be underneath of it, and this should be an easy 1-2-3 first inning to Dollander, and there you go. Now, we saw the start last time in AAA. The offense couldn't get anything going, so hopefully we can, but we are facing the Cy Young winner last year in the AL, Tarek Skubal. Man, I just feel like all we're facing is lefties. can't seem to face righty starters. It's all lefties. So Brenton Doyle will come to the plate. Obviously the speedster. And I don't know, it might be a tough day here with Skubal on the mound. 1-1 from Skubal. And man, it was sitting there. We're just late on 99. Flown out to right field. That should be easily playable. It is for out number 1. But there, the pitch was there. We just missed it. Just a little bit late on that one. Let's take a look at this lineup. Not the greatest, obviously. Kyle Farmer hitting a little bit better at 304 right now, leading this team at average. As here comes Ezequiel Tovar. One of those guys that you play with and you just seem to hit with them, and that's how it is. As Tovar gets a hold of this one, timing maybe off more the end of the bat, but it does carry, and it's going to be out of here. Tovar with the solo shot to give us the early lead, and there's something about him. Maybe the stance, I don't know, but Tovar, I can just crush the ball with this guy, and we got a 1-0 lead like that. That's what we got to do. Give this young pitcher some confidence. Give him a lead. Let him go out there and just sling his stuff. But this is going to be trouble. Beck looking back. That's going to be off the wall. So Torkelson's going to be on his way to second base, and he will have a leadoff double here to start off this second inning. If you allow hits, you know, it's whatever. But walks is, like I said, we got to work on walks because that is something like I said last time, no walking guys. You can't give those free bases. Just put it in play, see what happens. We have a really good defense. It's like the one good thing we have. So here is Colt Keith, another youngster. And he'll take this pitch outside for a ball. 1-1 to Keith. Flies this one to the left. Atolia is going to be over. He should have that one. All right, 2 away. Let's see if we can strand Torkelson there at second. That would be great after the leadoff double. So any other guys out there, if you got this game yet, or are you waiting until possibly Tuesday? What do you think of the game so far? I'm really enjoying it. The player models seem to be a little bit better. Everything seems to be a lot more cleaner. And swing and a miss for strike 3. So the leadoff double goes absolutely nowhere. And we get out of that little jam as Kyle Farmer comes to the plate. But yeah, so far, early impressions. I know they're going to have a patch coming up here shortly. So I think that'll fix some things, obviously. But so far, so good. I'm definitely enjoying this game early on. And that's what I was saying with the show. Kind of the gameplay has always been there, in my opinion, is he's going to take a walk. Skubal doesn't want anything of our best hitter on the team. But gameplay's always been good. It's just the, slight improvements to franchise, as this could be easily rounded out to second base, and that will be a force out, nothing there in the bottom half of the second. But I love the integration of trying to get a little life into the league. No doubt. As that one is going to get through. McMahon can't come up with it. Tovar way deep. So Perez will get on. Get some speed on base. It just gets... I don't know how McMahon didn't come up with that, but he could not. We got a little hit and run situation, but McMahon up with it. Can't go to second base as he was already there. So we'll go to first just to get the out. So that's 1 away, but now we got 2 away as Ibanez comes to the plate. We can strand him at third base. Another stranded runner. Keep this at a 1-0 lead. 1-2. Ground ball it over Estrada. And there you go. Out number 3. Nice job. Well, we absolutely take that. Another guy stranded on base. But let's get some offense rolling here as Brenton Doyle comes back to the plate. And Doyle rips this one. That'll get through for a base hit. And obviously with the speed on base. Now, I know Skubal's got a pretty good move. Lefty. But I say we take the chance. Obviously, the pickoff moves, we can definitely take a chance as Tovar's going to rip this one foul. But with 2 away, do you want to steal? I'm not sure. Just give the bat to Tovar. Up the middle, that'll get through for a base hit. So we stay there. Yeah, 0-2 count, not the greatest stealing situation. So now we got 2 on, 2 away. And a chance for Estrada to come through. Here, maybe a base hit, knock in another run. With the speed we got on second base. That one is not even close. 0 for 1 so far with the K for Estrada. 1-2 pitch. He'll take that one inside. Not biting on that slider. Works it to a 2-2. Trying to get that pitch count up as well if we can get to this Tiger bullpen. As Estrada's going to rip this one. Easily right over the middle of the plate. We crush it. Not only going to get 1, probably going to get 2 as Tovar's on his way to the plate. Estrada there with a 2 RBI double to extend this to a 3-0 lead here in this third inning. We're trying to give all the run support to Dollander. That's for sure. So here's Tolia to the plate, and he's going to foul that one away. I mean, one swing away from a 5-0 lead here with his power. 3-2 pitch here from Skubal. And we'll take that. Ball 4. Don't even worry about advancing over to third base. Just be careful with that. But we take a walk. We are working Skubal in this inning. Pitch count going up there, getting some runs on the board as Chris Bryant now comes to the plate. He's already up near 60 pitches here in this third inning. Bryant will take that inside for a ball. We're working some nice patience here. Good to see. As this one's ripped, that's going to get through for a base hit. Estrada's going to go to the plate. Throw was offline. Another run comes in. It's 4-0 lead here in this third inning. As this offense somehow looking good here today against Skubal. I guess, you know, it's can't always have your A game on. He'll get Kyle Farmer there for strike 3. But we add 3 runs here in this inning. Get it up to a 4-0 lead. Now just hand the ball to Dollander. Do your thing. As Gleyber Torres to the plate. Torres ground ball. Ryan McMahon up with it. That's a 1-2-3 4th inning. Absolutely take it. Still with that 4-0 lead. And right now it's 63 pitches. If we get another run or two, baby, possibly knock him out, as that's a hanging curveball. And Jordan Beck didn't miss it. Absolutely ripped. He'll be on with the leadoff double here to start off this 4th inning. I mean, that was... Luckily for Skubal, that wasn't a home run because that was just hanging up there to get annihilated. You know what? That is it for Tarik Skubal. They've seen enough here today. Just hasn't had his stuff, and they will make a pitching change. So let's see where Detroit goes. They're going to go with Matt Manning. So far, a solid season. 19 and a third innings pitched, 3.26 ERA. Both averages against lefties and righties under 200. So out of the bullpen, not too bad, except when you hang a pitch like that. Hunter Goodman, this one's going to get out of here. Just gets out of here, but will absolutely take it. I mean, these pitches just, I mean, they're just sitting there waiting to crush, and we absolutely do. 2-run shot. It's a 6-0 lead. Man. All right. It's so funny, too, when you play with these guys. Sometimes this lineup, you're like, I'm not sure about this. As McMahon hits this one. This one's going to be in the gap. That's going to get down for extra bases. You know, first game, first impressions, you're not really sure. You know, you're trying to see in this first season really evaluate who is going to really stick on this roster because you're not quite sure. Some of these guys are going to go definitely in the trade deadline area. You know, we're going to do our best to get rid of a few of these guys. I'm not sure who's going to really be trade worthy to pick up anything big, but we'll absolutely see. But like Tolia, you know, could be a future part of this squad, no doubt about it. But if you're not hitting at all, I mean, what's the point? And then same thing as this one's hit very well in the deep left. Will it have enough to carry out of here? It's going to die right around the track there for the out number 3, but we still get a couple more on the board. Goodman with the home run. It's a 6-0 lead. You can see how Skubal fared today. Not very good. Obviously on the hook for the loss. But that's the other thing when you play these franchises. Like, especially this. There's some guys you can hit with. There's some guys that you just absolutely can't. You know, you got to play at that level as well. There's just some guys you can just rip the ball with. And it's tough. I mean, if they, in sim, obviously, like most of the time you're going to be simming this regardless. In sim, if they, you know, kill the ball, but then you play with them, you can't, what do you do? So it's really a tough decision. You're just trying to figure out, you know, hopefully you can hit with everybody, but there is some batting stances, some guys, it just doesn't work out. 0-2, we're going to get a pop-up. Kyle Farmer underneath of it. There is out number 2. But so far, Dollander's looked pretty good. He's looked solid here today. Maybe not as K's as you wanted, but he is, you know, not getting very hard hit balls on his pitches. That's exactly what you want to see. But Jake Rogers is going to work a 3-1 count. This one's going to be fouled away. All right, 3-2. Let's see if we can put Rogers away. And it's exactly what we're going to do. Slider catches him, looking. Strike 3. Dollander's through 5. Hasn't allowed a run. And with that 6-0 lead, hopefully that is enough to hang on, as this one's going to be down the line. Fair ball. Kyle Farmer just continues to hit the ball here early on the season. Won't be enough to get a double, but down the line, base hit. So one away here in this fifth inning. Here comes Jordan Beck, who doubled earlier. Love another double here as he fouls away that fastball. Manning's still in this game. And swing and a miss through the slurve there, so cannot get that one. So two away now in this fifth inning as Hunter Goodman, who hit that two-run shot earlier to the plate. This one's hung up, and that's going to be ripped for a base hit. Great timing there. Yeah, these pitches are just over the middle of the plate, just reading them perfectly. Sometimes you just get in that zone, and that's what we got here so far today. As Brenton Doyle, who ripped a base hit, has a run as well. He'll take that pitch down low. I mean, that is right there on the level. Nice take there. 1-1. Popped him up, jammed him. Got to get in front of that more. That will more than likely end this inning, and it will. So nothing there in the fifth for us offensively, but still with that, look at that stash. All right, 6-0 lead, though. Dollander going to work here in the sixth inning, and Javier Baez. Yeah, you could just stand there. Holy 486. Yo. That is absolutely crushed. I know we're in Colorado, but man, 486. Just absolutely smashed. And the Tigers are on the board 6-1. This one is hit well too, but this is playable. That's the other question with young pitchers. Like, where do they stop? You know, is it through 5? Is it through 6? Is it the second or third time through the order where maybe they start to falter a little bit? And obviously this is start number 1 of his career here in the bigs. As this one is ripped, it's going to trail foul. But so far, I like what I'm seeing. It's just we're going to see how the consistency is. This is a guy who possibly could be our ace. Maybe even next year. I don't know. We'll see. Depends what we do in free agency. Because I don't know if we have a clear-cut. I mean, he's probably the clear-cut guy going into next year who could be number 1. But also, he's so young. I mean, do you throw him in? I know he's not like a Skeens talent like Paul Skeens. Is this a swing and a miss and a strike 3? Paul Skeens is an easy ace for Pittsburgh even last year. So, you know, I don't know he's that talented, obviously. I mean, not many guys are. Paul Skeens is like a 1 in a million type guy. It's just absolutely insane. But he has pitched pretty well here today. Through 6, only that one. Just jack. And speaking of Ezequiel Tovar, I don't know if this is going to be 46, but it is back there, 465. And that is his second home run of this ball game. I'm telling you, this guy, I don't know what it is, could just crush the ball. 7-1, get the one back, put it back to a 6-run lead. And Dollander is going to go back there into the 7th right now at pitch number 70. This is probably going to be his last inning. And, oh, man, just a great curveball there on the outside half for strike 3, his 5th K of this start. Verlander, he has gone down swinging once. Can we do it twice to him? Let's do fastball high and in. There oh! Oh, that should have been strike 3. Easily should have been strike 3. And, of course, he rips it for a base hit. Come on, man. Missed call there. Should have been an easy strike 3 right there in the corner. Ends up being a base hit. So here comes Perez to the plate. Perez is going to foul that one away with 2 away. So see if we can finally put him away and get out of this inning. And somehow he swings that fastball that more than likely would have hit him. Feels like something I would do. So we're just going to sim out the rest of this ball game with a 7-1 lead. Hopefully we get the job done. Don't have to hop in. Have a triple by Doyle. Single by McMahon scores another. Tovar triples. That'll score McMahon. Estrada comes to the plate. He singles. Another one scores. Double play by Tolia. And Bryant will single and then a fielder's choice. But 4 more runs in the 8th inning. As Vodnik will close it out. It's 11-1. And Chase Dollander, his major league debut, can't be any more perfect. Gets the victory. Has a very good start. Offense puts up a bunch of runs. And it's a good one. 17 hits, 11 runs. Tovar hits a couple home runs. Has a triple as well. Man, he was actually a double short of the cycle. That is crazy to see. But 7 innings, 5 hits, just the one earned, that home run by Baez, 6 Ks, and no walks. That's what we have to see. No walks. All right, this is going to be a bunch of scouting, just forewarning you right now. This is going to be a lot of scouting coming up. All right, Memphis Madrano, he stays at 1. 81 to 91 potential, 66 to 76. So you're hoping he's going to be top end, maybe an A, 68 overall, something like that. At 21, he's a lefty. I mean, everything looks good. I just don't think he's going to be there. All right, Luis Tejada, right now at 46% scouting. The high end at 97. Right now, it says our draft rank is at 4. Yeah, velocity good, walks per 9 solid. I think we just keep it. I want to finish that one off. And same maybe with Garcia. The potential is still just chilling there. Solid hitter. Very solid hitter. Solid fielding and arm accuracy. Maybe we keep Garcia on just to see where he ends up. Same thing. I think we're obviously going to be going pitcher with our first pick. But if there is a guy out there that just... it's like a no-doubter. He is just an unbelievable hitter or position player. We got to take him. This team needs everything. Now, pitching is probably the most important. You know, the old saying, you kind of, you build the arms, you buy the bats type deal. So, you got to build those arms and have yourself a plethora of pitchers down there. And then if you got to bring in some position players through free agency, we can definitely get that done. I mean, this is definitely a ballpark, we just got to build a culture here too, It's definitely a ballpark where for hitters, it's like, hey, you're going to have some very good seasons here. There's no doubt. It's just, that's why we got to build the pitchers up, because through free agency, I mean, who is really coming to Colorado to pitch? I don't think anybody. Who would want to do that? So if we can just build these pitchers up, we're going to try to make a trade for probably somebody. I don't know. I don't even know if we're going to be able to pick up anybody through trade. But that's the start I don't want to see. He gets the win, but he walks 6 in 5 innings. Yeah, I don't want to see that. Offense was just good enough. We get swept by Texas. Looks like we're about to get swept by Arizona as well. We're right now at 16 and 29. So let's see. Luis Tejada, 85% right at the end. So he's 82 to 96 potential. Man, we have him at number 1. Wait a minute. How do we have 2 guys at 1? Did Madrano drop to 2? I guess he dropped down to 2, and now he is 1. So there you go, Luis Tejada. Now Garcia, 73 to 91 potential. He's still sitting around 14 for us. I don't think we're going to take him, obviously, because he'll be gone by the time we get to our second pick. So that's a no. Phil Cockrell, though, he is unranked. Really good velocity. His walks per 9 are solid. It's crazy as he has good velocity, but his strikeouts per 9 are absolutely abysmal. That's funny, but he could be a later round pick. Right now, he is not ranked, so could be easily a later round pick. All right, let's get into more scouting. This is I'm telling you, this coming up here, and probably next episode as well. Next episode, I think we're going to get into the draft. We won't hit the draft this time, but same thing. I don't know if you guys enjoy seeing all these players. You find it maybe boring. Let me know down below. Do you want me to go through the scouting like this, constantly looking at different guys, seeing what this class really is all about? Or you just want to be, hey, this is who we're scouting this week. This is what they look like, blah, blah, blah. Because I know some people could possibly find it like a little bit tedious. Some people just want to see in depth. It could be a mix, but if you have an opinion, just let me know down below. Obviously trying to figure it out myself, because sometimes you could find this a little monotonous, obviously looking through players and trying to find those potential gems for sure. But this is going to be a lot of scouting, obviously. Here, definitely year 1, year 2 for sure as much as well. I mean, we got to build this farm system up. And I wish that was the other thing too. Obviously they have so many position they have so many like top prospects, top 100, top 20 per team, per position. Absolutely love that. I would love a ranking of like top farm systems. I know sometimes on the ticker below, it'll put it on there. Say you have like 7 in the top 100, and they're now like the number 1 farm system. Unless it's in here somewhere where I'm completely missing it, I'd love to see farm system rankings. where's the organization? Right now, are we sitting at like 23 or are we sitting at like number 11? I want to get to those rankings and maybe like, okay, we're going to build this farm system up to the top 5 farm system. We're absolutely loaded. I want to see that. Now I can get a feeling for it based off draft and based how, off people are going and maybe how our minor league teams are doing. As Dollander will get win number 3, 6 innings, 4 hits, 2 earned, 2 walks, 3 Ks against the Phillies. But I'd like to see an actual ranking. That'd be cool if that was added in as well. So we sim another week. We get into more scouting. John Haynes could be a 2nd round pick. He's going to be at least a B potential. He is only 21, so he can go up. Tyrell Millar, yeah, that potential could be there. It's his bat needs work, but I want to take a look. Johnny Woodson is definitely going to be a B. He's going to be probably like a 55 overall. His other intangibles, other than the bat, are solid, but the bat's a little off there. So let's get a couple more guys here. So let's look through more on how we're going to maybe pitcher. There's Irving Telshaw. He's a right fielder. Right now ranked at number 3. You got Glenn Linder, a first baseman. 21 years old. Bats lefty. Solid hitter across the board. Really good arm strength. Good accuracy. It's actually not bad stealing as well. All right. Maybe we scout Glenn Linder here. And obviously with O'Leary, he's more in position player, so it looks like we're going to have to do another position player. Still trying to find that top guy. I want to hit on it so badly. I don't want to draft some guy number 4, and that's an absolute bust. I do not want that at all. Maybe we do Danny Callaway here. So we'll do Danny Callaway, second baseman. We'll see how those guys pan out. The other thing I wanted to say is, like I said, so far, so good. I really love... Thank you so much for all the support, the views, new subscribers. Thank you so much. Obviously, do franchise, Madden, College Football 25. We'll continue the Arkansas. We still have the Cardinals franchise, which we will still continue as well. But obviously, wanted to just hit home this show franchise, get into this game. Absolutely love it. The other thing I wanted to say, I said earlier that possibly I could be doing maybe a WWE like 2K25 My GM. I think that will come. And like I said, I'll put out like one episode, I think, and then see where we go. The difference is going to be, now the whole thing is with all these videos, I don't do a voiceover live. Like I'm not playing this game and then talking while I'm playing it. I do a voiceover afterwards. It's like an edit voiceover thing. But I think with the My GM 2K25, that is just going to be probably like hour-long video. And that is just going to be my reactions right away. So that's going to be, I'm not going to do a face cam. I never done a face cam on this. I don't think I ever will. But it's just going to be probably like longer videos, just getting into it. Like I said, I'll release one episode, see how it does. If nobody's really interested, there's just no reason to just continue it because there's so much more else I could put out there, especially with this. And I think, obviously, I definitely want to do a road to the show. Obviously, with the college addition to it, starting in college, that is definitely awesome. So there will be a road to show coming on here. It's just I wanted to get this franchise up and running before we get into that. And obviously, if I had, say the WWE stuff, you guys are out there, love it, and you just continue to want to watch it like a My GM, I'm going to definitely do it. I will continue with that. We'll have this. We'll finish off college football. I can't wait for college football 26 as well, as that's not as far away as you think it is. Obviously it comes out in July. We'll see more, more information soon on that, what they're going to add to the game. So, a lot more. And obviously if the subscribers grow, I'll do my best to put out as much content as I possibly can, even though, this isn't a full-time thing. I just do this on the side. But man, if it just continues to build, obviously, I'll put out more, and maybe this will turn into like a full-time thing. Who knows? Maybe I can be that lucky. But let's take a look down in AAA. Oh, Carson Palmquist pitching pretty well. Look at, was that Shavili? He's dominating. 26 innings pitched, 22 Ks, whip under 1.04 ERA. There's just, I don't know if we're going to bring him up yet. I think that's going to be a September call-up. I think he comes up in September. But Bradley Blaylock, He's pitching very well. 1.78 ERA, 1.17 whip. Right now, 4-2 and 60 and 2/3 innings. I think he's going to probably be a call-up. That's where we're at right now with this Rockies rotation. If you dominate in AAA and you show some sort of, as long as you're not like 20 years old and you want to let you develop a little bit. But Blaylock has some major league experience. I think there's a good opportunity we could possibly bring him up. Anybody else dominating down here? I mean, at least the top ERA is 3.99, so it's not like anything crazy, and the whips aren't too bad. Yeah, Birdie Brecht right now at 3.81. Yeah, Blake Adams is pitching very well down here. Mason Albright is dominating. I know 5-4, but a 1.39 with a 1.25 whip. Zach Agnes out of the bullpen. I mean, he's got 19 1/3 innings, 17 Ks. Charlie Condon, who we probably will send down to single A. Just not ready yet. 210 average, not really performing very well. Yeah, nobody really in Double A is doing very much of anything. That's what I'm saying. This whole minor league farm system for Colorado needs completely redone. So any trades we make here coming up near the All-Star break, we definitely just have to pick up prospects. We got to do something. But yeah, Condon's going to go back down to single A. Need some more work there. I think we'll just move up Robbie Martin here to Double A. And then Kyle Freeland, you know what? We're going to designate for assignment. 6.24 ERA, 1.7 whip. You can't pitch worth anything. We really can't do much with him. Let's just designate him for assignment. And then Bradley Blaylock is going to move up to the bigs. He's already on the 40-man. Like I said, he already has major league experience last year. We'll bring him up. He's pitching very well. I guess Chris McMahon, we're going to move up to Double A. Probably should move somebody to Triple A. But let's take a look at the standings. Dodgers and Padres tied. We're 9 games out, but 23 and 35. I mean, it's, you know what's going to happen. Red Sox and Rays are tied. We're now in the AL East. Yankees and Orioles right there. Half game behind. That's super close. Central Tigers, who we just saw, they lead. Twins over half game. Guardians right there in the Royals, but the White Sox, hey, they already have 19 wins. Wow. Look at the Angels, though. The Angels right now the worst team in baseball. 17 and 40. They've lost 9 in a row. Awful team. Yeah, this wild card is going to be real interesting in the AL. There's no doubt about that. National League East, Mets lead over the Braves by a game and a half. Phillies 2 games back. Marlins still hanging in there, around the wild card. Brewers a half game lead over the Cubs. Pirates 5 games back. Cardinals 7.5. Reds dropping off a little bit. Man, the Reds not looking so far so good. And there are your standings as we're getting close to the end of this month, obviously. And look at more scouting. So Tyrell, Millar. The other thing is, too, you can do your best to 100% scout these guys, but then you got to take a chance and just look at them and be like, you know what? Nah, we're good. End it there. Probably not going to be drafted, so that's exactly what we're doing there. But Glenn Linder could be a B potential. I know it has him at number 6, but maybe he drops and we can get him like the 3rd round. And Danny Callaway, yeah, contact good, but you know what? Maybe we continue just to see, because if it turns out he's like a 93 potential, you got to take a chance there, possibly. Let's look at some relief pitchers. Doug Miniak, that is definitely like a 3rd round pick. He's got that maybe high potential. Good fastball, curve slider, split action. So another lefty. So let's take a look at Doug Miniak. And then with Cairo, we can really do anything. We do position player or pitchers, but maybe we stick with pitchers here. Just continue. Let's go later on. Gary Cato, maybe Ronald Francisco. He only has 3 pitches, but that's a lot of blue there. A lot. So let's take a look at Gary Cato from Japan. And maybe he's an absolute monster. We take him with the top pick. I don't know. We'll see. Let's go down to minor leagues. And Yanquiel Fernandez, right now, 258, 9 home runs. He's going up. He's only 22 years old. And I think let's get into a game with him in the minor league action. Let's go to the Isotopes. Let's get into a game with him because I think this is a guy that possibly could be in the futures games and possibly a September call-up because we got to bring up somebody in September. I believe Zach Veen is going to be definitely an easily candidate for that. And hey, the way that Shavili guy was pitching, I mean, I think he's going to be up there too. But possibly Fernandez could be as well. So let's get into this game. Get some minor league action. What did he hit? He's got power. What did he hit? Like 23, 25 home runs a couple years ago in, I think, Double-A possibly. I think, well, if you go through low-A up to Double-A, like through all the teams he went through, I think he hit a total of that. So he has power, obviously. Work it to a 1-2 count. And this one hit well, deep into right field. It is carrying, and that's going to be off the wall, just missing a home run by mere feet, maybe 2 or 3 feet. But like I said last time, they get like 450 to center field. 450 to center. And then the wall is like 20 feet tall. You are, unless you're Babe Ruth or Mickey Mantle, you are not hitting a home run to deep center. It's just not happening. It is absolute. This stadium is absolutely insane. So we got bases loaded here with 1 away in this 3rd inning. 450 to center. That's crazy. Ground ball. They're just going to go to the force at first base. Get the 1 out. But hey, we get a ribby out of it, so we'll take it. We'll absolutely take it. Tie this ball game up here at 1 apiece. And let's jump into the field. Let's see what we can do fielding-wise. As this hit down the line, this is trouble. See this arm strength. Oh, got to hit the buttons real quick. Do hit him. The throw to second base is in time, and we get him. Nice throw. Nice job there. The pressure of hitting those buttons in time. Feel like I'm playing Until Dawn or something like that with the timing events. We get him. Let's go now to the 6th. So 1 for 2. Got our RBI and a double. I mean, couldn't you imagine playing center field out there? Like, there's so much room to cover. It's got to be insanity. As this one's ripped perfectly for a base hit. Like, yeah, like, you're just, you must feel like you're running forever if it's like a deep, could you imagine hitting a deep fly ball to center field, even as a hitter? And it goes like 430, and you're not even at the track. That's going to get into the dirt. We're going to try to get in the second base. Yeah, that was a disaster. But yeah, it's like not even at the track. That's got to be insanity. There must be a decent amount of inside the park home runs in this ballpark as well. There has to be. So we're down 6-2 in the 9th, trying to continue this game. 0-2 pitch here from Ort. As that will get through for a base hit. So Fernandez having a solid game here today. Pretty good. Just not team-wise. Can we have a big, maybe 9th inning here to possibly get right back into it? Those Sugarland jerseys are interesting. Yeah, that's going to be I don't know what you're swinging at there. That looked awful, but that should be the end of the game. It will fly out to right, but we saw Hernandez. You know, we saw the power. In any normal ballpark, that would have been a home run. I mean, he hit it probably like 390 to right field, and more than likely, like I said, anywhere else that's a home run, but, you know, not in these minor league ballparks. It is not. But we saw some good action from Hernandez, and hopefully we'll see him possibly in the future. But that will do it here for today. We saw the debut of Chase Dollander in the bigs. Gets his first victory. Looks like he's pitching well. Hopefully good things to come. But that is going to do it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for all the support once again. Continue to hit that like button, subscribe for more, comment down below, and I will see you in the next one. You guys have a good one. Bye-bye.